step, help me up. Thanks to our comedian friend, the cat's out of the bag about what men want. Let me tell you, that was the best fucking blowjob ever, Greg. The part that he left out though was Rich tried out too. So David and the Gotham government relations crew, great event. Thank you all for putting in the time. I don't know how you squeeze this in between all the naps and the vacations. Let's go to the next nap. We got to stop soon. He's got to take a nap soon, right? So I met Brad 7th grade, 37 years ago. We've been best friends for nearly our entire lives. I presume, and as we all know, you guys know him very well. So I thought to myself, what can I say that could bring some insight into who Brad was before he became Tony Soprano of the library? First impressions are lasting ones. And the one that I have of Brad stayed with me for 37 years. I'll never forget walking into our 7th grade math class. I was nervous. Despite what you hear, I was the smallest guy, not him. And I walk in and I see this guy. And there's just this magnetic attraction, so I'm gonna go sit next to him. And there he was. Big fucking afro, big broad shoulders, and I'm looking at him, and he's got his shirt completely unbuttoned. And he's sitting there with the pocket mirror. He's got the pocket mirror, and he's doing this, he's doing that, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, ripped, shredded, he's flexing, he's like, check out these abs, dude, check out the abs. Man, what humility, I gotta be friends with this guy. And then I start looking at the clothes, right? There's been a lot of jokes about the clothes, but I'm saying Capizio's. Skinny, tight, Jordan-ass jeans. Don't even need a shirt. Don't even need a shirt.
Come on, Brad, take it off. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
I don't know where I remember her from. Bad dreams somewhere. So I got right out of the chute. Not only was he very humble, but he was very, very generous. I mean, this guy would give you the shirt off his back, and for the right girl, the dick in his pants. Our friendship grew from there due to our mutual love of sports and chasing women. Brad was a great athlete. He excelled at football, basketball, and baseball, not so much on the wrestling front. It wasn't bad for a Jewish kid with 2 left feet. There's a special bond that grows between teammates as they suffer through grueling practices, come together to defeat opponents, celebrate victories, and console each other after all the disappointing losses. Staying true to his humble form, Brad never hesitated to take credit for all the wins and join blame for all the losses. There's also another side of the bond that grows between teammates that's not often spoken about. It happens in the locker room, when teammates share their innermost secrets, their vulnerabilities, and their passions. And Brad was no different. He used to pour his soul out to me, sharing his deepest fears, like how frustrated he was that he couldn't get his hair to straighten. How upset he was that he couldn't get his pecs as chiseled as mine despite hours in the gym doing exercises. But the thing that frustrated him the most, his deepest, darkest secret that he shared with me in those many locker room talks, was how disappointed he was that he simply couldn't get the balls to show in his uniform. That really upset him, because most of us athletes are much more well endowed than he tried wearing a cup, but there was no recipe for being hung like a baby cue ball. With the continuous focus on his pecs, his abs, his hair, his shoes, and his lack of a bulge, it was no surprise that getting good grades posed a bit of a challenge to Brad. One of the funniest memories I can share was in our 9th grade science class. After a particularly challenging semester, the teacher passed out the midterm results in very public fashion, reading out our classmates' last names and their grades. There was Rovin, 90. Seldies, 94. Shiloh, 89. Pizzo, 91. Jones, 96. Gerstman, 6. Yes, 6. Not a typo. It's not even misspeak. 6. Man, was he pissed. What'd he do? Tore the shirt open, shredded, and ran out of the room. After college, we took a couple of trips to Europe. You know, the post-college roughing it, backpacking trips. I remember going to pick Brad up on the Upper East Side in Manhattan on our way to the airport for this roughing backpacking trip. Brad emerged from the lobby, 2 massive suitcases bulging at the seams. The cabbie and the doorman barely could lift them into the trunk. True to form, Brad had to pack several different outfits, keeping with his fashion-forward, trend-setting reputation. Sitting in the cab, just shaking my head, man. I'm looking at him. He goes, "Why? I need options." Just as the cab starts to pull away, he goes, wait, I forgot something. He runs out, cab's still moving, sprints into the lobby, disappears into the elevator, and he comes out, and he's schlepping the bag on his back. And he goes, "Here," and he throws it into the back, and what the fuck is that? He goes, "My shoes." That's true. That's true.
Yes, that's how it sounds.
Brad loves interrupting when others are talking. There we were in Pamplona, Spain, getting set to run with the Bulls. Brad's all decked out. He's got the red Hermes scarf. He's got the white Pizzo jeans and the nice polo, and of course the white Gucci shoes, right? Tough guy. Comes out of the hotel, he's all raring to go. Comes out swinging arms too. We gathered at the starting point for the run. Suddenly the cannon rings out. The gates open, and the Bulls are released into the cobblestone streets. 1 minute Brad's standing right next to me. Next minute I don't see him, he's gone. I embarked on the adrenaline pumping, hair-raising, frightening run, all the while wondering, what the fuck happened to Brad? I enter the stadium where the run comes to its conclusion. I spot Brad. He's curled up in a ball in the corner. He's shivering, cold, scared. I look and I go, "You okay, buddy?" He can't talk. He just moves his eyes down, moves his eyes down. I look down, and all of a sudden I see it's like this greenish brown and this beautiful white. I realize this. I'm not smelling bull dung. I'm Brad shit his fucking pants. Years later, Brad, Rich, and I wrote What Men Want, published by HarperCollins. The book tours, television appearances, and radio shows provided not only the precursor to Brad's very successful and credible media appearances, including several on Fox News, and of course, the best dressed list on page 6. Our appearance on the show almost went up in flames. Diane tried to politely edge herself away from Brad, get away from the bad rap and bad breath. And he danced right along with her, trying to corner her and not let her go. However, he bumped into the food and beverage table, and on the corner was a very large pitcher full with ice water. It was teetering, and almost came down right on Diane Sawyer as she was about to embark onto set for the live appearance. Luckily, one of her assistants grabbed the water before he ruined her entire day.
Cheesy or not? Tell him you love him.
Skip that. But before I close, I'd like to say what a true honor it is to be here today, sharing this special day with you. You never cease to amaze me. With your generosity, your commitment to your family, as a husband, a father, a son, a grandson, a brother, and an uncle. Your tireless passion for your work, including your coworkers and your clients, your relentless pursuit of your goals and dreams, and your kindness and compassion for others. I'm thankful and grateful for what we've shared over the years, and feel extremely blessed to call you my friend. Mr. and Mrs. Gerstman, I'd like to say congratulations on a job well done. Your commitment to your family and your values of integrity, generosity, grace, and kindness are all exemplified in each of your children. It's truly an honor and privilege to having known you all of these years. And to Cheryl, what can I say? I don't know what you did as a young girl growing up to having landed the job of having to put up with Brad for the rest of your life. Whatever it is, you sure do shine brightly as a wife and as a mother. You have so much to be proud of, and I want to thank you for our friendship. Happy 50th birthday, Brad. I love you, and as they say in Italian, mazel tov.